Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Murder Inc. Jagger Rose, #1 by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming from um, Dark Horse Comics. The totally cool new comic book. I really love this. Cannot wait to share it with you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. I haven't read a comic book written by Brian Michael Bendis in a long time. I love Powers by Bendis and Oeming. Such a great book. It's nice to see them working on a new title together. I feel like I made a mistake missing out on Murder Inc., but I picked this based on the fact that I absolutely am in love with Michael Avon Oeming and James Tiny Onion's Blue Book right now. So I just wanted to kind of see what Michael was doing on other projects because I really love his art. I think he's very imaginative. And I was not disappointed. This is so good, and it is so different from Blue Book. It is crazy good. Created by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming. Colors by Taki Soma. Like, tip of the hat to the colors here are beautiful, breathtaking. They're so different and just like so experimental and work so well with the art, as you will see. Lettering by Carlos Mangal and cover by Michael Avon Oeming and Taki Soma. Um, so here we go. So they're at Dark Horse now. Bendis feels he jumps from company to company. Powers was at Marvel with Icon, and he was at Image and Dark Horse. He was at DC. So he's smart. He just makes as much money from each company as he possibly can while he's there, and moves on to the next one. And hey, you cannot blame him. Comics is notoriously not a high money job, so you might as well be one of the top percent earners, right? Good evening. This is your captain from the flight deck. What a beautiful splash page, huh? As gorgeous as the colors are, and if you watch my channel, you know, and usually it doesn't take me 2 seconds, but I really would love to see this in black and white. Hey, Michael, maybe on your page or something, you could show us the black and white art. Maybe you already did. I don't know, but I would love to see it. Just to see like the level of skill that the colorist brought to it, like, is amazing. Like, it just, wow, it really is so cool. I love that. I love the negative space on that airplane right there. And just when you thought I couldn't get more gorgeous, like, wow, like this double page spread is so good. It's funny because I think this is like, maybe this is a 60s kind of book. I don't know, but I'm getting like Shag vibes. Do you know the artist Shag? Like, I'm immediately like thinking that when I see this, and it makes me so happy. Like the level of detail here and the just imagination going on in the coloring and just the choices. And I feel like as an artist myself, a lot of times things are such happy accidents, but it almost looks like it couldn't be anything less than meticulous planning here. It's just so good. I mean, I'm just like pretty blown away by it. And I love the choice to do this like sort of Marvel 70s thing where you're not using like traditional colors and you're just using like crazy, like yellows and purples and like, I mean, the gravitas of this scene is quite epic. Like, you would think that you could not make a plane crashing that exciting in a comic book. Well, congratulations, Michael Avon Oeming, you did it. The letterer is very accomplished here, working very well with the story. Very much an important part of the storytelling, the lettering, for sure. It has been a while since I've read a Brian Michael Bendis book. I forgot about all the F bombs. Um, but hey, you're living for that, right? In a Bendis comic book. I mean, what would Jessica Jones be without the F word? Nothing. Just kidding. But loving the negative space on this. This is so cool. I mean, I just kind of like I've never seen anything like this in a comic book before, and I think that is like so refreshing and such an accomplishment. And then like it kind of is relentless, and I don't know how like Michael Avon Oeming does use this more like animated style with a lot of open spaces and a lot of I think he does some digital inking and stuff that really saves him a lot of time. However, like all the time saved in execution or style is not saved in like something like this. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever seen? Like, look how gorgeous that is. This is like, I think that one of the things that really popularized Michael Bendis is that his approach to storytelling really was different. You know what I mean? It was refreshing. It felt new. And I think that perhaps, like there are certain eras I didn't enjoy as much. Maybe the DC stuff. I don't know. I feel like in some ways he perhaps did paint himself into a corner of, like you become a caricature of yourself. But then there's room for reinvention, and I think it's here. Like this is so good. Like this is definitely beyond. This looks like next level. Like both the creators look like they're at the top of their game here. This kind of fresh like take and storytelling. Like I'm definitely running out and getting Murder Inc. and whatever I missed before this on this series because it is so good. I love that she's just green with red hair. Gamora, who? What? Anyway, I mean, fun, right? And clearly, working very closely with the colorist to achieve what is just so beautiful. I mean, this stands out as like just like pop culture amazement. It's beautiful. Well done, gentlemen. And I mean, it's easy to get distracted by how great the art is, even though that's what I always talk about here. No, not too many story spoilers, but I mean, look at how great this is. I love the design of this, the silhouette. I mean, it's just so great. Like I don't, I interviewed Michael Avon Oeming, and we talked about his Alien comic book Blue Book, which you should be picking up as well because it's like completely different and just as brilliant in a totally different way. Like, but sort of a challenge to him to sort of make quiet scenes exciting, and this is how you kind of do it. I mean, this is obviously not a quiet scene, but this is an example of like an artist keeping things interesting for themselves. I love the negative space here. I love like I'm so glad that like who knew like that I would be so excited to see boxing. And see, that's what I'm saying, like this this is ridiculous because it's like you would expect one jaw-dropping double page spread an issue. If it's Eric Larson, maybe three or four. But then, like, just relentless. And here we go again with the Vatican. My God, is that not beautiful? I mean, that is something else. Like, I don't know, crazy. Like, the amount of like work and love and detail. I also love to see that like juxtaposed with somebody who has a more simplistic style to like just say, oh, by the way, I can draw, in case you didn't notice, and like pull this out of their ass. Like, beautiful. Love it. My only annoyance with the whole book was like this big reveal, spoilers at the end, like, oh, here comes the Pope, and it's a black female. I'm like, okay, so obviously this is a different world. But I felt this way when I saw the Jenny O like ground turkey commercial when they had like the Queen declaring Monday Taco Tuesday, and she was like a black queen. I thought this isn't like inclusion. Like, why would a black woman want to be the Queen of England? Like, why would anybody want to be the Queen of England? Like, it's so antiquated. It's so awful. Like anything that stands behind the Pope, like no, it doesn't need inclusion. It needs omission. I would say this, so that's my only rant. But who knows? Intriguing. I absolutely cannot wait to see, where this goes. If nothing else, I will be here for the beautiful art, and you should be too. But this story is so good too. Totally worth it. You guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Be back for issue 2 on June 14th. I will be here myself covering it. Definitely, like, Michael Avon Oeming, like, deserves, like, proper, like, recognition for the amazing achievement in art he is doing lately. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like. I'll bring you more later.